Hello, AfterBuzzers, and welcome to an episode of Teen Mom 2. So this is season 9, episode 14. The past couple weeks, we've had a lot of technical difficulties. I'm so sorry about that, but thanks for sticking with us. We'll just catch you up and kind of go with the flow, but basically more about season 9, episode 14's Something We Said episode. So this one aired last night. Talking about it today. I'm your host, Mackenzie Fain. With me tonight is Mama Lee, like always. All right, let's jump right in because we're ready. We're ready to get back into it. All right, so what are your overall thoughts of this episode?
I thought it was decent.
It was decent. Yeah. Okay, yeah, same.
A little bit.
Bland.
Yeah.
Bland to the tongue. What is that a saying? Did I make that up?
No, I just made it up.
Okay, cool. I actually made up an invention recently, but I obviously can't speak about it right now. Anyway, so, all right, we start off with Kale. It's Isaac's 9th birthday. And her and Joe seem to be doing good because she invites him and V over, which, props to V. Oh, really. Yeah. Like, she did so great bringing them together and the whole thing, so.
Yeah, good thing for her. She's adorable.
She's so cute, so beautiful.
Yeah.
She does her makeup so good.
I know.
Yeah,
she was really cute.
She's loved Joe since the beginning. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, one thing was funny, though, that Joe and V, we have a scene where they're laughing and talking about the fact that Kale brought Chris to the conversation, which was kind of a different side of the story than we had heard from Kale, because she kind of said, Chris kept me grounded. He, said that they need to talk, calmed me down at some points when I was getting hyped. And
yeah, but she also said that he said, shut the F up.
To who?
She told that to the producers when they had asked, how was it? First she said she wants him to go so he can keep her because sometimes she gets out of hand. But then,
oh yeah, and then he said to her, "You need to shut up," whatever.
Yeah. She said, he was kind of, because then she was like, "Ooh," she swore.
Oh, okay.
In front of the baby, but so kind of. I did kind of get. Before we heard from V and Joe, that he wasn't as supportive and on her side. Just, I don't know if I read into that.
Oh.
I kind of got the idea.
I got the impression that he was just not as neutral as V, but more of like, he was on her, I don't know about on her side, I don't really know, but I remember her just saying a lot that he made her make her talk. He made her talk, let them talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, they laugh about the fact that he was there,
Right, it was a bad mistake on her part.
Yeah. But they talk about Isaac being born and kind of go back reminiscing. Can you believe Joe's mom had a camera up in her crotch?
No.
First of all.
Not at all, because how do you ever watch that video again? You know what I mean?
No.
You just can't watch it again.
No.
You can't share it.
Let's watch Isaac being born. No. Hard pass on that one.
Right.
Thank you. Next. Yeah, that was really funny. But I think V, I sensed her getting a little bit
I did too.
Oh!
On the couch.
Oh my God. I was like, maybe I'm just over dramatic.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
Or maybe we just think the same, that would be uncomfortable. But she just looked like...
okay.
Reminiscing wasn't her thing.
Well, yeah, because it's that's a big thing. Yeah.
Right, it's a moment between those two.
Yeah. And she was pretty much okay, can we get this over with? I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's funny you thought the same thing. Yeah, so then they just have a cute little party.
Yeah.
And we kind of hear a little bit on Kale a little bit later in the show, obviously, with the whole Janelle stuff, and we'll talk about that, but
yeah,
that was pretty much the wraps of Kale. Right. We move on to Briana, who Lewis hasn't been around, we find out. Not a big shocker.
Not a big shocker. Big disappointment, though.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Yep. And then, like, you know how they say what in, you know, if you have a baby and it's like, yeah, and you break up with the dad, it's like, don't get in a relationship so they're in and out of the life and get back together and break up. But this is the dad, and it's literally doing that. In and out of the life, in and out of the life. And Brianna's going to let it happen because she wants the baby to have that relationship because she doesn't have a relationship with her dad.
But it's not a good idea.
No.
At this point, you need, I would just cut it all off. Not keep giving them, because that's doing more damage. I would.
And then saying, this is your daddy, because now, like, she's older and she's going to understand that word.
Yeah.
This is my daddy, and this is how he acts.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's so bad, yeah. But and then she talks about how Devon will step up and then fall back. But I do think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that he doesn't have a car.
Yeah, it does. You know.
Although, does he not call or FaceTime?
I don't know, but last episode was so sad with Nova.
I know.
And we never got a chance to talk about that.
If you want to talk about it, be my guest.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
All right. You're my guest.
It was so upsetting because, you know, in divorce, you always hear that the kids blame it on themselves, but you never really
hear it.
Right. I've never heard it out of a kid's mouth the way that I just did with Nova.
Yeah.
And how the process of it worked and how she defended him and said it was
her fault
because she doesn't call to make sure he's around. That's not your response. That's so heartbreaking to me. This poor little girl even had that in her mind. But it's the truth. Like, I always thought it was maybe people just said that to tell the father, oh, she thinks it's her fault. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like a myth. But, yeah. It was
or they blame it on themselves. Yeah. Like, if we were better, if we didn't fight more or something. But, I mean, that is so true. I feel like, I don't know, if I was younger, like, I think I would have been like, oh, if we just were good more. Yeah. I feel like I could totally see that. If I just didn't hit my sister and then we got in a big fight and then my mom and dad got in a fight about it because she agreed with me. Like,
so
you could just, it's so easy to see that, like, unravel.
Get it. Yeah.
But that was bad. And the fact that they caught that was like,
I know.
Because think about it. These cameras are just rolling at all times. The people that watch this have to, like, sit there and I just can see the people that were like, oh,
I know.
Oh my God. Like, that's gold for TV.
They definitely caught it at the right time, this poor little girl, you know, and he blames it on all of these fathers. The baby's father, Chris, and Devon both say...
Lewis and Devon. Chris is Lux's dad.
Okay. Oh, I knew he was in the mix.
Yep. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yep.
But say it's because of work, you know, like that I'll see them last. But no, you don't work 24 hours.
I know.
You only need, you know what I mean? So there's time.
Yeah.
Come over, have dinner. You know, it's sad.
But then it kind of makes you think of, like, what about those dads that, like, are still living with the kids, but they get home and they're so checked out? It's literally the same thing. It's just you're coming home to the same place. That's so sad.
Yeah. And then there are the fathers who are divorced and see their kid every single weekend and pick them up during the week.
And we see that with Joe is an amazing dad. Javi, an amazing dad. Obviously, well, Cole's there, but, like, yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of. But anyway, she goes to New York to throw John, her boyfriend, Brianna's boyfriend, a 27th surprise birthday party in the hotel or wherever, the rental. They haven't seen each other in a month, which that's a long time.
Yeah. It's a really long time.
Yeah. But she has Devon pick up Nova from gymnastics, bring her back to the house to do homework with her. And it just does suck that they have to, like, take an Uber. Like, he has to Uber from his house to the gymnastics. Then they have to wait to get an Uber from there to the house. And then he's going to have to Uber home. Like, oh, God.
Yeah, he needs to get a car. He needs to get his license.
What is up with that?
I don't know why doesn't have one.
Because I don't think he has a drinking problem or anything, so it can't.
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
No, but she was cute. Briana was cute when she got in the car.
Yeah.
And, you know, sweet, and kept saying she's really happy. And then she petted him.
Yeah. What did he say?
Like, I'm not a dog. You're petting me. I had to rewind it because I wasn't sure how much she petted him. Because I was like, oh, that's not nice if she just kind of gave him a rub on his head and then he said it. I was thinking, oh, that's kind
I
of
think I might have looked
embarrassing.
away. Did he pet her a
But
lot?
she petted him a lot.
Petted. Pat?
Pet.
Pete.
She.
Oh no, this is live.
No, she.
I'm gonna go over there and beat you.
She. It's called petted, isn't it? Pet.
Pot.
No. What in the world?
Pit.
What are you trying? Pet.
Like the past. I'm actually crying. We need to move on.
Pet. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that's just me being so overtired, I think. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, she was really cute in the car.
Yeah, she was.
And
She
I like him-ish.
I don't have a problem with him.
No.
He's plain. He's vanilla. He's blah.
Yeah.
He's okay.
He's bland in my mouth.
Yeah.
Tastes in my
it
tongue.
does.
What did I make up? I forgot.
Yeah, that's right. Your little saying.
But yeah, whatever. So I don't even know. I don't have anything else to say about him.
No. I don't
Right now.
No.
But she says this is the first real relationship she's ever been in, which is 100% true. She's never had like a real relationship like with Devon. I'm pretty sure that was like her sneaking out of her house and like when she was like 16 or whatever, or met him. I don't even know if it was one night stand. I don't know if it was her boyfriend. I don't even know. But there was no relationship there. None.
Oh.
None at all.
Okay. Yep. And
None, by the way.
I'm like, all right, I got it.
No, I do that sometimes. And then with Lewis, obviously, like it wasn't like they had gotten pregnant very early on with them seeing each other, and then she was pregnant when she found out they were cheating. So there was really no lag time anywhere.
Yeah. Well,
there.
how long do you think she's been with this new one, John?
Just probably under 6 months, I would say.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Now,
no, at the showtime.
yeah, I would say like
Is she
maybe
still
a
with
couple
him?
months. I think so.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I think so. I forget. But yeah, so she says she finally wants him to meet the kids and the family, and he was worried about what her mom would think.
That's cute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was interesting. And I thought it was also interesting how Briana like explained it, 'cause she was like, my mom, she'll tell you if she doesn't think that you're right for me.
Right.
And saying all this stuff, which, yeah, but also we've seen your mom like
not say that.
Yeah, and also do a lot of different things that you haven't liked. Anyway. Okay. All right. So we move on to Leah. Now, this is so interesting to me, which I've never said about Leah thus far.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so we'll start out with the fact that she talks to the girls about like how they're going in, or she's talking to her sister or her cousin or whoever about, how she's going in and staying at Jason's, staying here, but we stay there, but we stay here. And I mean, you can't do this right now, I don't think. You have to have some consistency in these kids' lives, and they need a home.
Yeah.
They can't be staying at your boyfriend's. Like, I get it, and I understand. I don't think she's a bad mom, but like, I just think it's like interesting that she keeps, like, even to the girls, she'll be like, yeah, we'll stay at Jason's sometimes, and we'll stay here. But it's like, I don't think you're even there yet with him.
Yeah, I mean, they did move quickly.
Yeah.
They did move quickly.
About as quick as Macy did buying her house.
Oh, my God, right?
In 4 seconds.
Yeah, that was an episode.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long they've been together at this point.
Not long.
Not long enough to, I mean, maybe on the weekends. What about school? They should be in their own bed. I understand the flood, and they needed to stay there.
And then, I mean, the big girls, they go to their fathers, like, maybe 50% of the time.
Right.
So that's good. But, I don't know.
I know. It's just so different. Everybody has their own life, and she's single, and she's trying to, she wants love. She wants to be happy. You have these young kids. I understand that.
And it's hard to, like, regress from that, from being there and literally living there.
Yeah. That's and, hard. Kids are resilient. Could be part of their life. Not every kid is going to go to bed at 7 o'clock, get up, brush your teeth. That's in the perfect world. We're not living in a perfect world, and everybody has to be happy. Like, that's your ultimate goal, is to, you know what I mean? If it's working, true. If it's happy, if your kids are happy and they're loved and then I don't know. I don't see a problem. They're going to grow up feeling loved.
Yeah. Preach.
Preach it, girl.
Preach it. So she goes to the gynecologist, and on the way, she admits that she does want to have another kid with, whoever she ends up with, which I totally get. She's so young, like... Right. You can't make that decision that you don't want to have any more kids. Like, your kids are going to be grown up by the time that you could still have 4 more.
Yeah, exactly. Started so young.
I know.
Second life.
Yeah. But he is older, so I don't know if he really wants it. And he already has a kid, and it's like, but anyway.
Yeah.
They both agree that they don't want to do it right now, so he comes to the gynecologist with her, which was interesting in itself.
Interesting, and he was wearing his scrub.
My husband, that's going to be in a couple months, I know for a fact that guy would never step into a gynecologist's office unless there's a baby involved and, like, he's coming to see it or something.
Oh, no, Daddy would go. He'd go. If I asked him to go to I'm going to the gynecologist.
Dan would be like,
He doesn't have to go in the room. He'd just wait out there, and she's just talking about birth certificates. Really going to get this settled. But I do understand what you're saying. There are, again, I'm in this whole mood about everybody. Just come together in happy harmony.
Yeah, but I'm also talking about the guy that can't even have like a leg hair.
Oh no!
Touch him.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine Dan would not.
This guy, like, he can't deal with anything. But anyway, so whatever. So she ends up not being able to get the IUD.
Wait, wasn't it more interesting than him going that he was wearing scrubs? Like, he's always wearing scrubs.
He is what's the guy's name again? I'm
like,
what is that guy? The killer?
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about. I listened to the whole thing.
Oh my God.
I don't know. But, like, he could literally take his jacket off and just blend in. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have a sample here? Like,
of your breast in my mouth? Like, what else? What else do you mean?
No, just saying, though, like, so weird. Interesting.
It is
the
interesting.
new word today.
Okay. But yeah, so she can't get the IUD, and she has to get this NuvaRing. Oh my God.
What is that?
This is thing you put up you once a month. And I'm pretty sure you do it yourself.
What if you do it wrong?
Exactly. Ding, ding, ding.
So does it, okay, so do you change the NuvaRing?
Yes.
You get a new one, like
once a month.
Lenses or
yes.
something? Oh.
A prescription at the prescription office.
Oh, I see. I get it. Oh, that's not fun.
No.
Why not get the Depot? I remember
shot?
That. Yeah, I used to have that. I think you gain a lot of weight with it, though.
I don't know. That doctor didn't really, like, say that one. He talked about the one in the arm, and she was like, I think I'll pick at it, which, I don't know.
A lot of people think that.
I couldn't. Like, I barely even want to be on the pill because I just don't like having unnatural, like, things happening.
Yeah.
But
we want anything natural happening.
We don't want anything really natural happening at this point. Oh my God. I don't want to be part of this right now. Oh, I can't be part of this.
No, you're too old.
I remember when I turned 20, I was like, beat teen pregnancy. I should not be saying it on this show, but I mean, there are some of you out there that have.
And it's okay for you.
It's okay for you.
I know you're doing the best that you can, and I'm happy. No,
okay, but anyway, we know we love the baby.
Good.
We love all the babies.
And all the moms.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, that's all I have to say.
We're super silly.
It's really hard to stop on that.
No, I feel like Barb right now. We're gonna get into that, but like I'm like so nervous I might just blurt out something like, when we're trying to backpedal here. Love all the moms. Teen pregnancy is awesome.
Okay, let's get into Cole and Chelsea, which is interesting. Because this launched, this whole thing that this collab.
Okay.
With this company launched Sunday night.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh,
and I looked at it. None of it's my cup of tea, but yeah. So there's backpacks, t-shirts, and everything. So Cole and Chelsea are teaming up with this company, Itty Bitty or Itsy Bitsy or something like that, to design cute diaper bags and t-shirts. And she reached out to them, which I was wondering, and I was thinking about that if she did, which I found out that she did, so that was interesting enough for itself.
We gotta let that word go. It's overused.
I know. So, and yeah, Aubrey and Watson got to kind of be part of it a little bit. Well, mostly Aubrey, but
yeah, that was really cute that they had her do that.
Yeah.
I loved it.
She was like so excited about it.
No kidding. Anybody would be, right? At that age.
Yeah. So yeah. That was all of Chelsea's portion here.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So we get into Janelle. Now this is stimulating because I had watched this when it was happening.
I remember.
I kind of weirdly talked about it on this show, I'm pretty sure. But I watch, and I don't really, I never watch. First of all, Janelle will be the last person that I would watch a live of for some reason. Like, there are not many people that I would watch a live of. Like, maybe, like, Brad Pitt or, like, somebody, like, that never does it. Oh, yeah. Maria Menounos always do. But, like, if she's on there. But, like, lives are just motivating. Anyway.
That doesn't fit.
I don't know what you want for these synonyms. But yeah, so anyway, I watched this and I remember being like, I didn't hear this kill part, which we'll get to. I didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't.
But I was wondering why they went, why they were there. So that was cool to find out.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was so funny. Like, when I was watching, I was dying. Like, because Janelle is really funny with her mom, like, when they're being nice to each other. Because, like, she talks to her, like, all right, Mom, yeah, this one over here she doesn't know anything about. Like, she makes fun of her, but, like, also with her, kind of. It's so funny. So, yeah, I just remember watching it. But anyway, so Babs and Janelle, they go away for a weekend to Atlanta just for, like, a girls' weekend. Alarming enough that David was upset that she was going.
I know it. Red flags.
Red flags too. But seriously, red flag. Like, I could go away for a year, I think, and Dan wouldn't even care.
You kind of have.
Well, I have many times, but like, and he doesn't say anything, so I could not imagine my life if I couldn't go away for a weekend with my mom.
Right. That's weird.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. But yeah, so she's been saying that she wants to get more off of social media and she wants to be more private about her life because, you know, all this kale stuff is kind of blowing up in her face, but, I mean, shocker. So, whatever. But they go shopping and they have a nice, cute little time. They come back. They start, you know, cracking open some wine, like feeling good.
Yep.
And 9 p.m. comes around. They do the Instagram Live. And, yeah.
Because she said her mom wanted to know what it was like, but I think a few drinks got into her. And she was like, let's do Instagram.
Yeah. Do I think that they wanted it to evolve into that? Not really.
No.
I don't think that was their intention. But, yeah, so they add Brittany, Brianna's sister, to it, who... I mean, she's only there when there's drama. And Babs is like, yeah, let's kill Kale.
Yeah. You don't think?
I don't know, but that was just the craziest thing. So then the producer calls saying, you need to say you don't want to kill her. Like, this is crazy. So then Janelle starts saying, like, to the camera, like, she didn't know anything. She doesn't even know about Instagram. She doesn't know about any social media, blah, blah, blah. And Babs goes on and she's like, you know, Kale, I don't really mean that, blah, blah, blah. But anyway,
well,
so the next...
one of the funniest things that Barb said, just because she said it, she goes, and you all took it out of perspective, which is not the right sentence for perspective. But,
and then she said, so the funniest part to me was the after conversation when they sat down and they were like filming and like trying to like recompensate, like, for like backpedal for what was going on. Yeah. Because Babs was like, I don't even know why she was so defended.
Yes, exactly. That's so funny.
I was like, I rewind. I'm like, how was she defended? When did she defend herself?
Who's she defending?
Where is the defense system happening? Because I haven't seen it or heard it.
So
and then she goes, so then she goes, I don't know why she's like, you know, defended, whatever. I tell Jason all the time, I'll kill you. I'll kill you if you don't put that away. I'm like, does this lady not realize that she's
you're
on
still on TV?
You're still on TV. Right. You haven't left.
Right. You were on it when you said it. Oh my God.
I tell Jason all the time, I'll kill you.
I'm surprised they didn't get a call from the producers. Get me off.
CPS is on the phone now.
Yeah, exactly.
They need Jace.
Oh, she's funny. And then Janelle is like, you gotta give these old people a break. She doesn't know what she's saying. Like, let me tell you, back in my time, I'll kill you means exactly the same as it does now.
I'm so happy that you said that.
It's so funny. It's so funny, but they were funny.
That is so funny. It does mean the same thing. What do you even mean? It's not like I said...
She doesn't understand. People are going to take it that. It's still exactly the same.
I don't care if it was the 1800s. I will kill you.
It means the same thing. I need a napkin. I'm crying.
Okay, but this is funny too because Babs goes, like it just kept going. Right. Like they just kept talking. The producer's sitting there eating it up. But
good TV.
It really is. And so they're sitting there and Babs is just like, I really think it's just because she's like jealous of something. And Janelle's like, yeah, no wonder she has no family or anything, or nobody wants to be part of her life. She has no mom, she has no sister, she has no dad. Like I'm like, what? How did this that you said we're gonna kill Kale turn into her? It's her fault that we're gonna kill her because she has no family.
She has no one anyway. What does she care if she's dead?
Like, what?
Makes no sense.
It is the craziest thing, and like I'm sure Kale, I'm sure she didn't take it like as an actual threat, but like it's serious. Like I'm not taking that away, but like I'm sure she is laughing about it. Like we are like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Oh my God.
They look crazy. I mean, they're yeah.
Especially in this day and age, like you can't say that.
No.
Like if any time that you can't say that, it's now.
Right. Make sure there are no cameras on you.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What happened to being low key?
Yeah. Went from there to
All right. Well, I mean, this has been one heck of a comeback show. After our technical difficulties. So what is? Let's tune into. Let's turn over into our special segment,
boy.
Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom You.
We're gonna do it to me first. Oh, so it's just silly what I said because we didn't even talk about it, but it was when Kale's friend had come in and she said, you do?
Yep.
What? Tell me.
You're gonna say when she said, I'm glad that you're not fighting with Joe because now it's less awkward for me to be nice to them.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I have that written down. When Joe, she can be nice to him, because whatever, you just said it all. And I think I have like makeup on me. Yeah, because I do that with my friends all the time. If they're mad at their boyfriend or fighting, that's it. Now I'm mad too.
Me too.
And when
but
they're not, I'm not.
you know what's funny? I don't think I really have any loyal people like that in my life because like nobody really understands that I feel like.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's like my age, like
Yeah, 'cause
and
my
you
whole
old people
age-
don't know.
No, my age people do that.
Yeah.
Well, my people. They're mine.
But
Oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, that's mine. That's who I'm like. And you?
and me, you're like Becky. I'm like Leah because she was just like with the arm thing. She's like, no, I'll like scratch that out.
Yeah.
Not that I'd be like that. I just don't want something in my skin.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get. I can't even get a piercing other than the ones I got at birth.
Yeah, because of me. Not
Yeah.
at birth.
I mean, I would have gotten them. Yeah.
3 months.
That's pretty much birth.
It
I mean,
was.
I probably still have like
Thank God,
residue
though, it's
from.
so much harder when you're older.
Is it?
And you looked really super cute.
I mean, I'm so glad that I have them.
I know.
But anyway, yeah. So I just think I'm like Leah because she was just like about everything about the birth control because that's like totally how I am.
I agree.
But all right. Any predictions from you over there?
No, I can't even believe we still have some episodes left.
I know, me too.
It's literally, I thought it kept ending.
I know, me too. I actually at one point I told you like, oh, this is probably gonna be our last episode, but it's not, and that's all right.
Oh no,
It's fascinating.
It's
actually,
great. What's gonna happen? No, I have no idea.
All right. Well, on the next,
Okay.
Chelsea's house is robbed.
I did not even predict that.
Yep. Jason says to Leah, I don't want to be the jerk stepdad, but there has to be an alpha in the house.
Oh, I don't like that.
Didn't we see Leah at one point say me and Jason broke up? And I couldn't really picture what would be the problem. And that makes total sense. Like, she's very pretty much lenient with the girls. Maybe if he's like, I want this, I think they should be, that's super.
That's huge conflict between
Yeah. Two people.
yeah, getting together. One. You know.
I mean, her kids are probably, like, I think they're pretty crazy, like, a little bit, especially Addie.
Yeah. Well, don't start telling my kids what to do at this point.
True.
No, thank you.
True. But he's probably like, if they're in my house, like, they're not jumping off this and, you know, eating in the living room and, like, whatever rules that he has.
Rules are rules. Yeah. You can have house rules.
And then Kale wants her sister to be prepared for the baby. At one point, she's like, I just want you to be prepared to have this baby or something. But I'm sure it's not anything, like, serious.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So that's all we have for today, folks. We will definitely be here next week. Probably the week after that. No, we will be. Okay. So you can find me on Instagram at Mackenzie Fain. Where can we find you?
You could find me on Instagram at Lee Fain.
I don't know why it cracks me up every day.
Because I'm so good at it now.
You are. All right. Thank you guys. We will see you next week.